Hey man, say man, you already know what the fuck going on. It's your boy goddamn Deante Hitchcock, aka Mary Tay Blige, aka goddamn Tay Songs, aka Tayomi Campbell, aka Papa Forte, aka Tay Z, aka Marvin Tay, you know what I'm saying, aka Tay Charles, you know what the fuck going on, big goddamn, you feel me? Yeah. And I beat your ass in the switch. Oh yeah. Even nigga behind the camera. You wanna hear a story? Alright. We've actually been on 5 tours, really. I forgot about another one. First one, shout out to J. Rain for putting us on our first tour ever. Scatter Showers tour. Second was with Rhapsody. I don't remember much from that tour. Drunk as hell. And all of that's a blur. But I love you, Auntie. You know what I mean? The third one was the East Atlanta Love Tour. With, of course, Black. I about to say shout out to Black. Kelley, 47. Thank you for also putting us on tour. That was a good time. And last but not least, JID, Jid, whatever you want to be called these days. You be switching up every time. Thank you for also putting us on our 5th tour. We had a lot of memories, of course, from all of them. But the last tour we was on, I actually tried shrooms for the first time. Alright, so we're gonna keep the shrooms one real short and sweet. Niggas did shrooms. I was sitting in my hotel room, like, at first I was dancing in like the mirror because I just felt like wasn't nothing really happening. So I was waiting on it to happen and shit. Also, them niggas told me that you're not supposed to look in the mirror when you're on shrooms, so I'm glad the high didn't hit at that moment. But then I actually went and sat down in the bed, and I remember my body like heating up, like a nigga felt like a little goddamn one of them heat rocks that we put on niggas' backs and shit. And then all of a sudden, like right after that shit, my body just got cold as hell. And I couldn't feel my legs, and that shit was weird. And then right after that, these niggas come knocking on the door and it's time to go. So I literally got to pack up all my shit while I'm going through my shrooms high. And I got like 3 or 4 bags. Literally got to take them shits down the steps and all that. Besides that part, the shit felt like a hug from God. It was like imagine going through a car wash, but you're the car. Like you feel all that shit like it was like that. So the shroom trip was beautiful. Definitely gonna try that again. We're gonna run that back. But now we're gonna go into Phoenix. Goddamn. Told Stories Part 1. So, Phoenix. Alright. We started off the day like any other day. Niggas chilling at the hotel that we staying at. Niggas actually had a pool this time. So we went up to the pool, we kicking it. You know what I'm saying? We in Phoenix, so you know what I'm saying? It's black folk. But of course, you know what I'm saying? We got a little white folk in there, here and there, shit sprinkled around. So we run into a family. How many of them was it? It was like 7 of them, wasn't it?
So it was the mama, which was white. It was the daddy, was black. The 2 daughters, and they like best friend from high school, and she was black. And it was the dad's white homeboy who was married to a black woman, and then it was the Mexican guy.
It was like 7 of them folks. We was playing tips in the pool. So we chilling there in the pool and shit. And then the family comes too and they decide to play tips with us. So it was real friendly shit. We kicking it, yeah, this and the third, niggas playing tips for shots. And we ended up like kind of befriending these folks. Like, it's cool, y'all seem cool at least. Y'all older, but you know what I'm saying? We ain't young niggas no more, so we get friend old people and shit, yeah, all that. We ended up inviting them to the show. So they come to the show that night, they have a good time, they're in there lit, drunk, this, that, and the third. And when we leaving the show, they're like, shit, we can repay y'all. We got drinks in the room. We can go back to the room. We just have a good time. Yeah. It's like, niggas ain't finna turn down no free drinks. So we go back to the room. Now, I usually do this thing at the end of each show where I go and meet all the people that were in the show as soon as like the show lets out. So I go stand in front of the front. So I go like sign shit, shake hands, you know what I'm saying? Shake babies, kiss hands, this, that, and the third. But we left to go to the hotel first. So we chilling in the hotel for all of 10 minutes, and that's when shit got weird. When we get in there, we chilling. Everybody chilling, we drinking and shit. And the wife comes over, like I'm sitting in this chair that's kind of like, there's like a hallway to go into their room, and then the rest of the room is like space like this, kind of like walking down that hallway. So when you come through the door and shit, so there's a chair down there right where I'm sitting right now. His wife comes over. I think she was like by the bed. She comes over and she literally gets on her knees right next to me. Like, knees sitting right there next to the chick. And she's trying to hold this conversation and shit. It's like, already, this is awkward as hell. Like, off rip. Because Buddy is sitting right there. He's probably where you're standing. He's watching his wife. He sees his wife come over there, but he's drunk too. So niggas ain't really tripping. But you can still feel like, the fuck is going on type shit. So she started talking about like random shit. Yeah, this and the third. Trying not to pay attention because me and Troy end up going back to the show for the let out and shit. She gets up before we leave. I can't remember what started her on this conversation. But all in all, Shawty ended up saying nigga. Like, did she say shit twice?
She said nigga twice.
I personally don't remember her saying nigga at all.
She said that shit 2 times, dog. Like, Shawty said nigga, and then immediately you could feel the energy in the room change. It was like, okay.
She started off saying nigga, but she was saying it to her husband's friend, which was Mexican. She was basically saying about to tell him nigga shut the fuck up because he said something outlandish before. And like during the whole time we were there, like they kept saying stuff to her. Like she was like the swoop when they was in college, like talking about how wild she get and stuff like that. And she was saying stuff like I ain't got no bra and stuff like that. And we were just like, what? She was embarrassing her kids.
She was like, I feel like I can say nigga because I've had enough enough black in me or something like that.
Her excuse was she had enough in her and out of her.
And at that point, I realized it was time to go. So I go tell this nigga we about to go. I go tell Blair we about to go. She don't recall it. She gonna tell you I didn't, but she capping. I go tell Troy it's time to go, and I go tell Paul it's time to go. One by one. It was like, nah, we can't stay here. So me and Troy end up being the only ones who leave. Me and Troy go to the fucking show. The rest of that shit is not important about the show. We leave that motherfucking dog, and Blair's calling me like, come and pick us up. These niggas about to get into a race ride. Exactly. Shit went left as fuck.
We lost our hotel key, so me and Paul had to go get a new hotel key, and she came with us. In the midst of us going to get the hotel key, she did something very inappropriate to him. She grabbed my butt, and I'm not gay, so that shit was very weird. And in the midst of all of that, B and Paul thought it was a good idea to go to the strip club and ignore all of these horrible events leading up to this night.
And so we go to the first strip club, and we're about to go in, and the security guard tells Paul that he can't come in because he has on a jersey. So he's like, yeah, no tank tops.
The dress code sign said no hats and no hoodies. Paul had on neither. So at this point, everybody's mixed liquor, and Paul just turned to the Incredible Hulk. There's currently 3 white security guards in front of the house, and I step out of the club because I'm frantic. I'm trying to talk to B trying to be a peacemaker. I'm texting Deante and Troy like, bruh, we gotta go. I see two security guards coming from the back. So I'm like, Paul don't need to see what's coming. It's about to be a race ride. We going to jail. We're not going to make it to the next show. I can't control the situation. Ain't nobody listen to me. Paul literally tells me to get my hand off of him. So I'm just like, fuck it.
The race ride gets avoided. Blair ends up calling us to try to come pick her up. Me and Troy come over there to pick them up. But then Blair says they don't need us to pick them up no more. We done drove 30 minutes across the fucking town to go get them, and they don't need us no more. So me and Troy go back to the hotel. As soon as we walk through the fucking doors of the hotel, Blair's calling back. I need you to come pick us up. They done went to another strip club, and niggas just out of control. So me and Troy end up driving all the way back over there to get them again. This nigga won't come out of the strip club. Blair on the first thing smoking out that motherfucker. She came out immediately. Paul didn't come out. The B didn't come out. So I gotta go in there and actually look for these niggas.
I see B going to the ATM after everybody gets their first drink. I'm like, this probably isn't a good move. Once he leaves the ATM, I notice he goes missing. But I see Paul. I said, Paul, where B at? I just saw him go to the ATM. He said, shit, he just gave me $300, and I think he went to the back with that stripper.
I did not give Paul $300. That's cap. I think I did pull out $300. I gave Paul $100. And then I disappeared because I had found out the stripper that I was intrigued by.
I go get Paul. Paul don't even know where the fuck B at. Strip club ain't but this fucking big, so I don't even know how he lost that nigga. But nobody knows what B is.
We've been in and out of this club 3-4 times looking for B. He in the VIP room in the back with a stripper. He's incoherent and he don't want to leave. Like he want to stay with her and leave her. It's like, bruh.
Niggas actually end up sliding. We get to the highway and niggas have a real like sit down and talk. It's like, all right, we can't leave this nigga. We in Phoenix, goddamn. His phone dead. This nigga might get raped. You know what I mean? We don't want to be to get raped. Like, that's a whole different beat. That's a whole different anybody. Like, I don't know how to get raped and be the same. You know what I mean? So, niggas hit the U-turn, go back to get B. And that's when you were posted up with the stripper trying to get some head from the stripper. And then you say give you, I think it was like 5 or 10 minutes. Niggas go back outside. It's like, okay, cool. Niggas come back in 5 or 10 minutes. And you wandering around that motherfucker like looking lost as hell.
He's still incoherent. He's still incoherent. We had to have a whole power when we got back to the club. But it was pointless because B didn't even remember the first half of the night.
I blacked out. Yeah. But thing is though, like when I black out, it don't mean I'm tripping. It just means I'm not all the way there, right? Anyway, Deante knows this. He like me and this nigga done lived together for 2 years. He done seen me blacked out many times, so he knows there's no like negotiating and bargaining. You kind of, when you just got the drunk friend where you got to get him and be like, hey, bro, it's time to go.
I think you had lost like your card or something like that. This nigga don't remember shit. It was either a card or some money or something like that. But niggas they don't find that shit. We end up sliding out. That was, this has been what, a 4-hour span.
So I don't remember nothing. I remember us getting back to the hotel and everybody has an attitude with Brandon. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? What did I do? So then it was like, yeah, we had to turn around and come get you from the strip club because you wouldn't leave the strip club. And I was like, when did y'all leave the strip club to have to turn around to come get me? Like, y'all left me at the strip club in Phoenix with my phone dead as a black man. Like, what are we talking about? They were like, yeah, because you wouldn't come and we kept telling you it was time to go. I was like, bruh, I'm drunk as shit. And y'all know that. And I'm not proud of this, but these people also are familiar with me enough to know, like, you're not, hey, it's time to go. That's not going to cut it with a drunk person who has ass and titties in his face. You know what I mean? You got to actually be like, hey, bro, it's time to go. Grab my hand or something, let's go. So I think we all had a good time. I didn't get left, because I got good friends. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't leave me in Phoenix with a dead phone, blacked out with a stripper. Thank you so much, friends, for that. But yeah.
So that was Phoenix, Arizona, and we didn't get locked up.
It was just a long ass night, man. It was definitely one of the wildest nights on tour. Me and Troy were like the chaperones. We like the parents that night. So yeah, man. Good night. Good night. Body exercise and shit. That's it. My name is Deante Hitchcock. My social is DEEZNUTZ. With the last is capitalized. It's actually not my social account. It's DEANTEVH. Just look up Big Daddy Tape.